So let's get into it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to delete everything in our keyboard. So let's just X to delete that. Left click. And let's go into numpad 7. Let's add in our image as planes. Go to images and go to images as planes. If you don't have that, quickly you can go into preferences, you can go into add-ons, type in here images as planes, and just click that, and you should see that on your thing. So let's go into add, let's go into image, let's go to images as planes, let's go into the blender, and here we have our effect, our text, the Avengers logo. I just picked that up from like a logo site, and I think you can just do this with any text, PNG, JPEG file, insert it as an image as plain, and yeah, it should work. So let's just get another part from here. Let's change that into rendered view. Let's go into this panel here. Let's go into our shader editor. And all we're going to do is we're going to change the material. Let's just close that by clicking N on the keyboard. And let's just get this set up here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and add in a transparent node. So we're going to add a transparency node, and let's just bring that to the side. Let's add in a mix shader. Let's plug that in there. Sorry, I should change that by mistake. Let's change that back to ggx. And let's get in a transparency node, transparency, and let's plug that in there. Now our image is transparent. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is let's just get that set up right there, and let's bring that over there. Let's bring in a color ramp. I'm just searching for color ramp, and let's go into plug that right there. Let's get in a gradient texture, and let's plug that in there, and you can see that it's giving us that revealing text effect going on there. So yeah, let's duplicate this. Shift D to duplicate that color ramp, or you can just search for color ramp and add another color ramp here. And we're going to put this color ramp right here by emission. Okay, and let's click control T, noise texture. So shift A, or let's say shift A, noise, search for noise, and let's get a mix shader, mix color, and let's change this to object, and let's get the noise texture right here, and also change this to object. Let's take that out. Let's connect that to the vector, And let's connect the color to the bottom there. And let's connect there. Let's change this all the way to this. And let's change this to white. Let's just make sure that's fully black. You can see that we're getting some effect, some noise effect here. And let's change that to white. And now we go down to this color ramp and we can change it to a darkish color. Let's make sure the black is really black. Okay. Let's just zoom it. Yep. So that's, I think our setup for our nodes is done. I would change this to 4D. Let's make the scale how you want it. You actually can just play around how you want to do it. Scale, you can play around with scale as well to your liking. Increase the detail to 15. Distortion, however you want to do it, but and let's go into our world settings. Let's change this to white. Let's get in our bloom. Click ambient occlusion, click screen space reflections. Change the emission strength to 100 or maybe 150, maybe 100. And let's get in a camera. See how that looks. So let's add in a camera. And let's go Control Alt Numpad 0 to get it into the correct view. And we have our setup. So let's just see how that works, right? So I'm going to go into the mapping, and as you can see, like, it's just, this is how it works. So this is the scroller, and that's how you get the effect. Just want to see how that looks in rendered mode. Yeah, that's how it looks. So all we got to do now is play around with this and put it on the timeline and map. So insert a keyframe on this for these on the x-axis of the mapping, and we have our effect for the text. So I just want to play around a bit with these. I mean, you could decrease the scale, increase the scale, but basically that's how you do it. Yeah, so let's just do that. And then if I make this black, how would it make it like a lot? Yeah, now we see more of the effect. Okay, so let's get another keyframe. Let's change that to rendered mode. Let's make this a timeline. And so we go to 0 point. So we go to 0 0.3. Okay, it starts at 0 0.3. So let's look at I. Hover over here, I, then go to frame 100 or 120 and minus 0.9, click I, and if you play it, you see the effect. So, I mean, you could play around with this however you feel. And yeah, it's totally up to you, but basically, that's how it's done. And this is how it looks rendered. And it's quite simple and easy to do. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I got tons of stuff, that I want to, show you guys and also learn as well. So, thanks, guys, and see you in the next one.